What's up, good people? It's your boy Carcino in the house, and let's talk about it. Johnathan Majors' lawyer released this text message out to the general public. And I've been talking about this mostly on One Crack News because to me, this is where I feel this standard belongs. I think Johnathan Majors and his girlfriend got into a discrepancy over a woman, and the fight was over trying to take his cell phone. As the text messages prove, this is correct. His girlfriend was the aggressor in the situation, and she had passed out frantically from all of her going off crazy and doing stupid things that eventually he called the police so that they could subdue her. But as we've all noticed, it don't usually go our way when we call the authorities. So what we saw is what we normally or usually see in a situation that doesn't suit us. Whenever there's a situation that doesn't fit our criteria, we seem to find a way or an excuse to move not accordingly, but to a different plan. Then what's on the board? Now, Johnathan Majors sent in a text about he shared the text where he told her goodbye. But he asked her, "Did you leave the keys?" Goodbye. That's all he wanted to say. She put his whole career in limbo. Now, I know who this woman is, but we'll go through that on the Patreon. So we'll deal with that a little later today. But the letter, the text, basically makes it sound like they did have a fight, and now she's trying to clean it all up for them, other people, and rather than her taking the blame, it's looking like she's trying to fix things after she sees how monumentally bad this really is when she started all of it. So, unfortunately, they're going to run his name through the mud because the NYPD is racist, in my opinion. And that's why this case didn't get dropped. When you have a non cooperating person, a party, and they never said anything about a strangulation, then that's why she's like, I never said that. What are they getting this from? So they made all of these things up to try to make him look bad. And we're going to go into that on the Patreon as to the why. He never responds to any more of her paragraph driven texts. The only thing he asked her is, "Did you leave the keys?" And goodbye. That's it. So, with that being said, we're in this dilemma. Well, they're in the dilemma. They're caught through a paradox in which other people have to follow. Not me, but the majority of them have to follow. They're stuck in a lane that they're going to have to try to figure out how to get out of. Meanwhile, the others just stay doing them. The case should have been dropped by now. I think people are still moving forward. Marvel's not getting rid of Johnathan Majors. He will be Kang the Conqueror. This changes nothing. The Army is going to let the ads go during Final Four weekend. He loses nothing, but now this is a stain on his name. And when you're black, that don't come off. Robert Downey Jr.'s past is forgiven. Everybody else stuff that happened to them is forgiven. This situation, because he's Johnathan Majors and he's black and he's the biggest star in Hollywood now. He is. He's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. In case you guys didn't know. I won't say he's bigger than Michael B. Jordan, but he's really bigger than Michael B. Jordan at this point. And the fact that those two brothers could come together and make a monumental movie and start up talking about working together and producing and writing and putting out their own films, yeah, might be a little bit extra to this. See, you always got to peel back the layers, and it's not what you always think it is. That's why people have layers. They knew. They knew what they were doing. But like I told you, when he called 911 on himself, it's ridiculous. There's video of the Uber where the woman is abusing him. The police know there isn't any evidence to even continue this to be charges. Why hadn't they been dropped yet? They're going to be, and they know they're going to be. So it is what it is. It's an embarrassing situation he shouldn't be in. To the fact that Creed 3 is now being moved to digital already in 1 month. You can order it at home. Where? When did they start doing that? Oh, when African Americans are getting ready to be the face of Hollywood in general. There's a reason he's King the Conqueror for 10 years. There's a reason. Because he's going to make more money than Thanos did. He's involved in everything. They're using Johnathan Majors to boost the Loki series. They're using him to boost. He's going to be the main villain in every Marvel movie going up for 10 years. They say, well, Ant-Man wasn't a good start. Ant-Man did over $100 million plus. You forget international sales. That movie's gonna do 500, 600 million, and that's a failure. Creed 3 is about to do 100 million. That's a failure. Two number one movies out at the same time. And you think that's not important? That's not monumental? Michael B. Jordan was a part of a film that did almost 2 billion dollars in revenue in Black Panther. You think these guys are not major? Tom Cruise is out here trying to save the film industry because it's dying. It's dying. Look at what won at the awards. That told you the film industry is dying. All these small indie films are winning all the awards and everything else, but the money that's driving it, none of those movies have made any money. Anywhere, everywhere, all at once, it made a little bit of money, but got more recognition, and then people went to go watch it. And the people that watch the Oscars, they can't watch a movie like that. That's mostly for people who deal with anime and stuff like that. They watch that movie because they get it. But this is the first time a anime type film, live action anime, basically gets awarded an Oscar for Best Picture. Tom Cruise wasn't gonna appear because he's in the middle of shooting. That is the only reason that show won the awards and was sweeping all of the awards that year. The theme this year was Oscar So Asian. So now that's the new thing. It was Oscar So Black, Oscar So Asian. I guess next year the Latinos, you guys are up. Get ready. Y'all got to get y'all movies out because here it comes. It's gonna be Oscar So Asian. I mean, Oscar So Latino. Get ready for it. So anyway, go to the Patreon and see the Carcino for Life Patreon, and then you could see the real situation behind this, who she actually is, and we can move on. Thank you.